This has been amazing just to be behind the scenes and see how we have put this together.
Don't you think we're going to have like a surreal moment here?
My background is in broadcast journalism.
So I'm used to sitting down, getting those stories told. And not only am I excited for what's happening on the track, but also what's happening off the track.
I just don't feel like our sport has had that opportunity.
Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to Reaction Time. I'm Kayla Zadell. Well, it was an exciting weekend for the Redline Oil PDRA drag racing series as it opened its 11th season with the Summit Racing East Coast Nationals with record car counts on hand at Galot Park. Tim Pat, Melanie Slemmy, Chris Powers, Blake Denton, Walter Lanigan, and Connor McGee all raced to victories. But before we get into highlights of the East Coast Nationals, let's hear from our friends at Drag Race Bracket Bonanza.
Drag racing fans, check out Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. It's the free, family-friendly fantasy bracket game. Now, after final qualifying at every national event, you can fill out your bracket for all the pro classes.
It's free, easy to click on your picks. If you need some help, just hit the randomizer button to fill in the blanks. It's for fun, stay engaged, and pick your winners today.
And well, welcome back, and starting with the PDRA East Coast Nationals. Racing in his Schweitzer Dynamics Pro Nitrous debut, former elite top sportsman racer Tim Pap claimed the win Saturday night. And Pap lined up against three-time world champion Tommy Franklin in the final round and led wire to wire, using a 365 second pass to hold off Franklin. With Pat Musey Racing Engines doubling the winner's purse through the PDRA's new Power Purse program, Pap, who is also the #1 qualifier, collected a $20,000 check for his victory. Now, in Pro Boost, it was a rematch of the 2023 East Coast Nationals final. Melanie Slemmy and Johnny Camp lined up, but Slemmy cut a 001 light to Camp's 018 in her Purple Rain Firebird and flew to a 362 with a 2 at 206 miles per hour to defeat Camp's 362 with an 8. And Slemmy is now a 3-time East Coast Nationals winner. Now moving on to Extreme Pro Stop. 2-time and rating world champion Chris Powers and Alan Drinkwater were in the final, you can see here. However, Drinkwater red lit, then handing over the win to Powers, who recorded a low T of the event with a 4.06. Now, Blake Denton, the 2023 Super Street World Champion, made his Pro Street debut late in the 2024 season with the goal of paying tribute to the late Lizzie Musey. Behind the wheel of Bonnie, the 69 Camaro you can see here, previously driven by Musey and Street Outlaws. And now in the final, Denton's opponent, Chris Tootin, suffered a fiery, catastrophic engine failure, you can see there, and had to come to a stop before the finish line while Denton charged to the low ET of the event. And you can see Lizzie's parents there, Pat and Liz, were there to support the Tommy Franklin Motorsports team all weekend long. And also Denton was the #1 qualifier, so he swept the whole weekend. Now in Pro 632, Lanigan, the #2 qualifier, faced first-time #1 qualifier Lexi Tanner. In the final, the two drivers left this line with identical reaction times, but Walter Lanigan gradually pulled ahead. He lit up the boards with the quickest pass of the event, a 4.16 to hold off Tanner's 4.18. And lastly, in Super Street, Connor McGee and Matt Shallow met in the final. Shallow picked up the starting line advantage here, though McGee got around him to cross the finish line first with a 4.62 to Shallow's 4.66. Now, congrats to all of the East Coast National winners, including Jeremy Kreisman, Steve Furr, Ken Langlois, Chad Traylor, Nicole Zuccarelli, Mackenzie Alexander, and Knox Schween. Now, after this break, we're going to get into highlights from the Spring Fling Million, at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the 1600, Burromax's newest model. This bike can reach up to 32 miles per hour. Let's get a rundown of all the features. This bike has a lithium-ion battery, can hold up to a 6'4", 350-pound rider. Super bright LED lighting, also has 4 different modes to adjust the speed. Get yourself one of our other models and ride with your friends. You won't regret it.
Welcome back. Also happening this past week and weekend was the 10th anniversary of Moser Spring Fling Million at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And taking home the grand prize was Drag Illustrated 30 Under 30 alumni Cooper Chun. In the final, Chun and Josh Pickett were separated by 3,000s on the tree, with Chun taking a .005 at the stripe to secure the highest payout in Fling Million history. He also celebrated his 21st birthday just 1 week ago and is the youngest Fling Million winner. So congrats to him and all the winners there. And also making headlines this past week was the official sale of Galot's Motorsports Park. The announcement came in a social post on Galot's Facebook page from Edward E. Wells, also known as Mr. Galot. It reads, "After careful consideration, we have made the bittersweet decision to sell Galot Motorsports Park. This journey has been nothing short of incredible, and we want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has been a part of it." And for the complete statement, you can check out dragillustrated.com. And now finally, I want to mention Drag Illustrated's newest print edition, the interview issue, was just released last week. And on the cover is four-time and reigning NHRA Top Alcohol Funny Car World Champion driver Sean Bellemere and tuner Steve Boggs. And in the issue, they discuss their dominating 2024 season, the decision to add an A-Fuel car to Bartone's program, and more. So here's a preview of what to expect from their interview soundbites.
So blessed to be with a group of individuals who are used to winning. They know what it takes to win. They know the focus that it takes and the daily goals that it takes to be successful. And so we actually would remind each other in the pits and at dinner and breakfast and, even away from the racetrack where, today's goal is this, today's goal is that. We have a saying here that is, if we win everything, then nobody else can win anything. And if we win everything, they're going to hand us a big trophy at the end of the year.
It was just a special year to win the championship. Everybody done a good job. Everybody contributed. And, nothing is one person. This is how I look at it. I have people ask me, "Well, how do you win a championship?" I said, "Let me tell you. First of all, you got to have an owner that's dedicated, puts together a good enough team. You got to have a good driver, a good crew chief, and a good crew. And now, if you leave home without one of them, you sometimes shouldn't even leave home because you've left 1/4 of your combination." And so I kind of look at it like it's a team effort. Nobody does anything on your own. Sean will be the first one to tell you. It's not just his driving. It's just not my tuning. It's just not Tony's owning the team. And it's not just the crew. It's all of us. And everybody is 100%, and I'll even call it 110% dedicated to doing the best we can do.
Now, again, be sure to check out this newest issue. It all features additional exclusive interviews. You can check it out for free now at digital.dragillustrated.com. And the print magazine will be hitting subscriber mailboxes soon. Next week, I'll have highlights from the NHRA 4Y Nationals in Las Vegas and the Midwest Drag Racing Series season opener in Texas at Extreme Raceway Park. So thank you for tuning in. And as always, stay tuned to dragillustrated.com and Drag Illustrated socials for the latest. I'm Kayla Zadell, and this is Reaction Time.